One other rule I forgot. So when this got destroyed, basically when you lose the location, you get the item that you'd have gotten for making a deal as kind of like a little consolation prize. So I also have one extra worker to deal with. Sorry about that. Okay, so now let's see what I want to do. Okay, well, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to want to build. So I'm going to discard... this because I'm probably never going to get enough pistols on a regular basis to use it. Well, I can make a deal for it. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of this. So I'm going to discard that. And then I am going to pay 1 brick to get 2 of those gray tokens. Excellent. Now, let's see. I can use my other brick for another purpose. It's called development. So in this game, if you have a location that's turned to rubble, or you want to replace a location with another one in your hand, you can do what is called development. So what that is going to mean is I can pay a brick to replace this rubble with another school, the one that I happened to draw. So now I've developed that location and I actually gain a victory point for that as well. So development can be really good. I also get the production and building bonuses for building that location again. Also, if you want to develop other locations, basically I could develop any location that shares a sign with a card in my hand into that card. So let's say that I want to switch the Corey into like even an action card that has a brick on it. I could pay a brick, get rid of this, and put this here instead and gain a development point. So a victory point. So that's what development does for you. So our current victory total, by the way, is the AI has 6 because they've taken 2 of these connection cards and they destroyed 1 of my buildings. That's 2 victory points each. I'm at 2. Wow. Okay, so let's see what I might like to do. I think one of the first things I'd like to do, actually, is I want to trade 2 of these workers to gain 1 resource. And I want to gain a gas can. Because according to these actions, I can spend 1 gas can once per turn to get 2 of these tokens for making deals. And I'd like to make some deals. So I'll put these here. I have 2 distance 1 cards in my hand. One that's a camp and one that's an old cinema. This one I can make a deal for a bonus, for a victory point. This one I can make a deal for an extra worker each turn. And I'm going to go ahead and spend these tokens to do that. So, 1 and 1. And now, let's see what else I might like to do. I definitely want to do some building, but what do I want to build? I really want to get some of these brick buildings out here, but I also don't want to get them just killed off by the AI right away. Let's take a risk though. Let's put out the Rebel Trader. He's an action. It costs 2 for a distance of 2. And now I can spend 1 brick to gain 1 victory point up to twice per turn. So if I can get some more brick production going, he can be pretty useful. Let's see, is there anything else that I'd like to do since I do have some workers to do some stuff with? I can't think of any resources I want right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and spend 2 to pick up a card. Okay, so that's some scrap metal. I don't really know what I'll do with it, but it's something and it can't hurt. So let's call that the end of the turn. We're gonna do cleanup. These didn't get used, so they get just discarded. These were used, it was to mark that I'd taken the action. And that is the turn. So we're gonna start a new turn and see where it goes. All right, time for another lookout phase. So we're gonna flip our connection cards. Got some punks and some merchants. We're also gonna draft. So let's see what we get. Archive, gun shop, skyscraper, ooh, and refinery. Okay, I definitely want this archive because I've been getting a lot of workers and I'd really like to be able to get some victory points off of them. So let's take that. Let's see what the AI just gets. Okay, so they got the skyscraper. Man, that would have been good. Oh well. So they take that. I get to pick another of these cards. I'm gonna take the refinery. I'll leave them the gun shop, and they get one more card off of the pile. Oh, I like bricks typically, so I'm irritated that they're getting on my bricks, but we'll deal with it. Okay, so this puts the AI at 8 locations. So I got some work to do if I want to keep their empire like a little smaller so they don't score as much at the end once somebody hits 25 victory points. So now for the fun part, I get to produce. So that means that I'm going to get 2 victory points automatically. That makes me happy because now it's 6-4. So I'm a little closer to catching up. And I'm also going to get some stuff. So I get a worker off this. I get 3 more workers from the card. A brick, a gray token, another card. Oh, that's cool. I will get a gun, another brick, and another worker. So I've got a good amount of just stuff to begin with. So let's start by taking some actions. Let's spin 2 workers. Let's grab us some punks. We'll play that the next turn. The AI is going to take the merchants. They will get another 2 victory points. Now it's my turn. So I'm going to play my punks. Actually, you know what? Just in case I get hit. I'm going to play the gun first, actually. And I'm going to get 2 of these points. Now the AI gets to attack me, and let's see what they do. Alright, so let's pull a card for the AI. Ooh, okay, so the Statue of Liberty is not found anywhere in my state. Fortunately, that means that that was a miss. Who knows if we can stay that lucky? We'll try. Okay, I'm going to play my punks to get 2 more red tokens. Which means I'm gearing to attack next turn. Of course, unfortunately, so is the AI. And they got me again. So this symbol shows up on 3 of these. People take precedence. So this goes in the discard. This is now rubble. Now that's 2 of my precious schools that have been destroyed. I'm not appreciative. And I get 1 worker as like an I'm sorry I destroyed your stuff bonus. Now, before they pass next turn, I have a chance to attack. So I'm going to spend... Yeah, okay. So I'm going to spend 3, again, of these tokens to destroy their other pub location, and thus pick up 3 more cards as my spoils. So let's see what they unintentionally gave me. Picked up a radioactive fuel, a thieves caravan, okay, and an oilman fortress. None of these are that exciting, but we'll see what I can do with them. And now it's up to me to try to take some actions and just kind of see what that can do for me. Okay, so the first thing I want is to make sure that I get some tokens to build with. So I'm gonna discard 1 brick and 1 of these cards. I'm gonna ditch the oilman fortress in order to get 2 more of these gray tokens so I can build some stuff. I'm also going to spend 2 of my workers to get a gas can, and my gas can to get 2 of these negotiation tokens so I can make a couple more deals. We'll see where that takes me. I want to use this other brick to develop my rubble. Let's see what I'd like to spend that on. Just looking through. So I can actually use it to build something pretty expensive, which is why development's actually pretty great. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do, I'll let you into my long-term strategy. We'll see if this plays out. I have this rubble card in my hand, and it gives me a victory point for each brick building at the end of the game. I don't want to put it down now, because I don't want it to get destroyed. But I do have this skyscraper, and if I play it now, using this development, I'll get a victory point just for developing. So, I spent the brick, this goes in discard, this goes here. I get a victory point. So their current total, by the way, is 10, since they have taken 3 connection cards and also destroyed 2 of my buildings for a total of 10 points at 2 victory points each. I'm still at just 5, so I need to figure out what to do about this. This is not good. But, you know, we'll fight it out. But I'm hoping that I can score some good victory points at the end by kind of spamming these buildings with bricks in them and then playing Rebel Trader towards the end. So let's see what else I can build since I have some of these nice little development tokens. And let's see what kind of deals I want to make. So here's what I want to do. I'm going to spend these 2 tokens to make another deal for a victory point each turn. So I just kind of keep producing victory points. So now at the next production phase, I actually get 3 more. So I'm trying to kind of maximize the amount of ones I just get for free to try to do some catch up. The other thing I want to do is I want to build. So for 1, I want to build this archive. Sorry, it's an action, but it's only 1 distance. I can spend a worker to get a victory point, and I can do it twice. So I guess you can guess what I'm going to be doing with those workers. I can just build another thing that's worth 2 just because, since you get a point at the end for every location that you've built. And also, you know, the AI is going to keep attacking me, so I just need to keep growing. Let's try for... Let's do an oil rig. It's production. And I get 1 for every gas can symbol in my state. So I'll just get a free gas can next turn. So that can be pretty cool. So those are those spent. I'm going to spend these workers for 1 victory point apiece, which would need 7 victory points. So now it's 10 to 7. I'm slowly making some progress here to try to catch up. So now we're going to do cleanup. Everything just kind of goes back in the supply. And we will start another round. So we'll begin with the lookout phase. Junk train and thugs. Okay. And then we are going to draft. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's see which ones I would like. Okay, I want the clay pit for sure, since I've got like a brick strategy going on here. And then I hope I can get the assassin, but we'll just see what they pull. Okay, they got the docks. So it's another production card. I'll take this assassin. They'll take the hideout. We'll do some rearranging over here. That's for me. And then they get 1 more. Oh, brick supplier, I could use that. They'll get another production. Okay, so that puts them at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10 locations. I'm only at 6, but we're working on it. We'll see where we go. Now I get to produce, which is always fun and exciting. So just off the basic production, I get 3 workers, 1 brick, 1 gray token, 1 card, corner shop. All right. Off of the deals that I made, I get 3 victory points, which catches me up. It's now 10 to 10. Yes. And I get a worker. Now I get 1 pistol, 1 brick, and I get 1 gas can for each gas symbol in my state, so just 1. But still, that's kind of nice. It means I don't have to spend workers to get a gas can to make a deal. So that is not a bad thing at all. So now I've produced, and it's time to take an action. So I'm going to take these thugs, put them in my hand. The AI is going to take the junk train. Oop, taking too many there. And they are going to get 2 victory points. So they're up ahead again. It's 12-10. I get to take another action. I'm going to use this. I'm going to spend my gun to get 3 red tokens. By the way, we've only got 2 more rounds where we can use these. Once they're out, they're out. So that'll change the game a bit if we get that far.